Jace Thorne, my childhood crush, crashed a car with me. I walked away fine. He lost his memory. Plot twist. My dead grandma's soul moved in. Jace is faking amnesia again to mess with my sweet granddaughter. If I were alive, I'd break his legs myself. I blinked hard. Grandma's voice wouldn't shut up. In her past life, Demi was miserable. Jace left her to rot while he partied with that Stafford girl. Had a heart attack and he was lighting birthday candles. Trash. Then came the kicker. Your grandpa's letting you pick your fiancé. Don't even think about Jace. Pick Leroy. That boy's actually decent. Right on cue, Grandpa strolled into the hospital with the elder squad, slapped down pics of 4 legacy heirs, and told me to choose. I didn't even blink. Picked Leroy Layton, my childhood nemesis turned fiancé. Because yeah, I'm a grandma's girl to the core. If she said Jace Thorne didn't love me, then I was so done. Grandpa gave me this long, worried look. Demi, isn't that guy your worst nightmare? You sure about marrying him? Once it's official, there's no undo button. This wasn't just family drama. Grandpa was a big shot in archaeology, and whoever I married, their family would land a fat partnership with ours. Cue Jace's mom, full panic mode. Demi, even if Jace forgot you, weren't you head over heels for him? Just give it time, marry him, and maybe it'll all come back. Grandma practically gagged. Spare me. Last time around, that Stafford witch trashed Demi's jewelry, and Demi didn't even snap. So what did Jace do? Tossed her out into a rainstorm, in her nightgown. She stood there freezing for hours. It was Leroy who showed up, umbrella in hand, booked her a hotel. Sure, the boy's got a mouth, but he's got heart. Yeah, that hit me right in the chest. I had no clue why Grandma kept dropping lines about past lives and last time, like we were trapped in some weird time loop. But every word hit me like deja vu gone wrong, heavy, suffocating, too real. And let's be honest, Ava Stafford was always Jace's number one. I was just the sequel nobody asked for. I've made my choice, Grandpa. I want Leroy. He slid the photos away and ruffled my hair. Alright, your call. I'll announce the engagement in 2 days. Grandma exhaled like she'd been holding her breath for a century. Finally, no cursed past, no dead weight. This time, Demi's actually got a shot at being happy. While Grandpa and the others got deep into legacy talk, I slipped into fresh clothes and stepped out for some air. Did not expect to find 3 tall, annoyingly good-looking guys waiting outside. Yep, childhood friends. Also known as fiancé contenders. Jace was there. Leroy, of course, was MIA. Skylar strolled up first, grinning. So, Demi, word is your grandpa's picking your future hubby from the 4 of us. Spill. Who's the lucky guy? Roland cut in with a smirk. Do we even need to ask? It's gotta be Jace. Everyone knows Demi's been obsessed with him since for Eve. Treated him like he was made of gold. Jace looked at me, cool as ever. I don't remember the last 3 years. All I know is, Ava was my girlfriend. But I get that you and I were a thing during that time. I don't love you now, but if the engagement's official, I'll go through with it. My dad would want that. Grandma practically hissed. In Demi's last life, this snake pretended to forget everything just to mess around with Ava while draining Demi dry. Took our money, drove her into depression, wrecked her health, and yeah, she died. Jace, you scumbag. Beat it. I stared at Jace's blank face. If it weren't for Grandma, I might have fallen for it, again. I really did love him once. Thought he loved me too. Just like 3 years ago, when he lit up the whole city with fireworks for me. His eyes were all soft, his voice dripping with sweet nothings. Demi, I want to marry you. I want to make you the happiest woman in the world. I cried, literally, and fell for him hard. 3 years of bliss, or so I thought, until it hit me, he'd never let go of Ava. He faked the love, played the part, because upsetting me meant losing the family perks. And now, he's done pretending. Fakes amnesia, runs back to Ava, and agrees to marry me like he's doing charity work, just to lock in our family's partnership. Too bad life's not that generous. I wanted to rip into him right then and there, but the smug look on his face stopped me. Fine, let him enjoy his little moment. I couldn't wait to see his face when Grandpa dropped the real bomb. While I kept quiet, Skylar nudged me. So, Demi, does that mean you picked Jace? You'll find out in 2 days. I turned and walked off, not looking back. Behind me, Roland clicked his tongue. It's gotta be Jace. He just doesn't remember how obsessed she was. When he got sick, Demi hunted down every sketchy treatment in the country. Even drove overnight to some mountain chapel just to light a candle for him. Girl was gone for him. Jace let out a lazy chuckle. Didn't know she loved me that much. My chest tightened. Tears threatened, but I blinked them back. Everyone knew I was head over heels for him. They all laughed, called me a simp, whatever. I didn't care. I lost my parents early. Grandpa and Grandma were always off chasing ancient bones. I was just the easy target. Only Jace had my back. I'd liked him since forever. When he finally confessed, I cried like an idiot and swore I'd love him with everything I had. Turns out, all that sweetness had strings attached. He never deserved me. Demi, wait. I turned. Of course, it was Jace. Hands in his pockets, casual as ever. I know you picked me. I'll marry you, but my heart's with Ava. Just, don't get in the way. I stared him down. Thought you had amnesia? How are you so sure I'd choose you? He frowned. Everyone says you love me. Who else would you pick? Wow. I smiled, sharp and bitter. So he knew I loved him, and still stomped all over it? Relax. I'm not clinging to you any more. You and Ava can have your love story. I'm out. Honestly, I couldn't wait to see his face when he found out I picked Leroy. For a second, Jace actually looked shocked that I let go so easily. I kept walking toward the hospital, not in the mood. That's when it happened, out of nowhere. A bike barreled straight at me. Boom. Slammed right into my leg. I hit the pavement hard, palms scraping across the ground, pain lighting up my arms. Ava's face flipped like a switch. She hopped off her little e-bike and rushed over, fake tears locked and loaded. Demi, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to hit you. Please don't be mad. Before I could even blink, Grandma was raging in my head. This brat again. Just like last time, pretending to be clueless, always twisting things to play the victim and keep Jace wrapped around her finger. Both of them suck. And like clockwork, Jace snapped to attention the second Ava cried. It's fine, Ava. It's nothing. I'm here. You won't get blamed. He helped her up first. Then turned to me like I was the problem. It was just a bump. You're not seriously gonna make a thing out of this, right? One of my arms was bleeding, but I gritted my teeth and stood up. Then Ava turned to me, eyes watery and voice trembling. Demi, I'm really sorry. I wasn't paying attention. I'll slap myself if it makes you feel better. Just as Ava raised her hand to oh so dramatically slap herself, Jace caught her wrist and snapped at me. Demi, she didn't mean it. Can you stop bullying her just because of your background? Grandma was livid. What a joke. Demi hasn't even opened her mouth, and this girl's out here sobbing like she's in a soap opera. And now it's bullying? Oh no, sweetheart, don't let that slide. Give him a wake-up call. So I did. I raised my hand and smacked Ava clean across the face, then looked Jace dead in the eye. See? That's bullying. Ava froze, mouth open. Jace? Ice cold. Demi Mancini, you've gone too far. I slapped him, too hard. That's too far. For years, I'd let him talk down to me. Never pushed back. Now, he didn't know what to do with himself. Jace stared me down, jaw tight. Fine. Real fine. But you hit me again. Don't come crying later. Then he turned his back on me. Come on, Ava. Let's get you checked out. Grandma scoffed so loud in my head. Not even a glance at you, Demi. Just running off to baby someone else. What a blockhead. Any girl would regret ending up with a guy like that. Ugh. And look at that arm. Ouch, sweetheart. I glanced at my bleeding arm, the scrape raw and stinging. And just like that, everything hit me. Pain, betrayal, all of it, full force. Back in school, Jace would have freaked over a paper cut. Wanted to carry my pain. Maybe he never really loved me. I used to think at least that part was real. Now he ignored my arm and threw accusations like I was out to make Ava look bad. Grandma wasn't just being dramatic. She was dead right. Marrying him would have been the same disaster on loop. I wiped my tears, found a nurse, and got my arm bandaged. Around me, nurses kept whispering, eyes flicking toward a wall. I followed their stare. Behind the glass, Ava and Jace, locked in some dramatic, steamy hug. Ava's voice drifted out. Jace, if Demi found out you faked amnesia just to be with me, she'd lose it. He twirled her hair. So what if she does? Everyone knows she's obsessed with me. Even without my memory, she'd still beg me to marry her. Grandma scoffed hard. In his dreams, Demi didn't pick him. She's not begging anyone. Just wait till the engagement news hits. Let's see him smirk then. I laughed, dry, empty, no joy in sight. Cradling my bandaged arm, I turned and walked away. I'd heard enough. Screams exploded around me. They've got knives. Run. Panic hit like a slap. I bolted with the crowd, but some patient in the chaos snatched me, swinging a knife like a maniac. I had some self-defense training, not enough. I caught Jace looking over. Jace, help me. I yelled without King. He started to move, but Ava latched onto his arm. Jace, I'm scared. Please don't leave me. And he froze. That 1 second. The knife sliced across my already torn up arm. I gasped, pain white hot. Grandma was freaking out. This attack was a nightmare back then. How'd Demi end up in it again? And Jace, faking amnesia, letting her bleed while he plays hero for Ava? Unbelievable. I could barely stay upright, dizzy from the pain. I bit down hard and screamed, Jace, I'm begging you, help me, or I'm seriously gonna die. And right then, Ava screamed. A patient charged at them. Jace didn't even blink, just threw himself over Ava and ran off with her. My brain short-circuited watching him disappear with the girl he actually cared about. I wasn't even asking for love anymore. After everything, years of caring, years of loving, he couldn't show mercy, not even once. The weight crushing me disappeared. Leroy had kicked the guy off and yanked me into his arms, shielding me as we ran. Let's G. Oh. The chaos was wild but didn't last. Security showed up fast and shut it down. I was still shaking, whole body trembling. Leroy handed me a cup of hot water, eyes unreadable. Not that I noticed. Didn't even think to ask why he was there. I just used the last of my strength to mumble a thanks. News spread like wildfire. By that night, Grandpa already knew. And he was livid, demanded answers from both the Thorne and Stafford families. The Staffords freaked. Ava got slapped with house arrest, and they sent over some awkward apology gift. The Thornes? Furious. They made Jace show up in person to apologize. That night, he stormed in and tossed a box of supplements on the table. His face was dark. Demi, what happened today wasn't Ava's fault. I'm the one who didn't help. Why punish her? You settling old scores now? I lifted my bandaged arm. You see this, Jace? He hesitated, then snapped. You're still alive, aren't you? You're the Mancini's only heir. One phone call and the whole RLD rushes in to save you. But Ava's only got me. She almost got hurt too. Can you stop being so heartless? Talk to your grandpa and drop her punishment, or I'm canceling our engagement. Like I was supposed to panic. Grandma scoffed. Shameless. I was so over it. Too drained to yell. Security, get him out. A few guards stepped in and walked him right out the door. As he left, he yelled, Demi, you'll regret this. Jace didn't show up the next day. Meanwhile, Grandpa wasn't playing around. He threw the biggest banquet the Mancinis had ever hosted. All 4 legacy families were there. I walked into the hall in my gown, eyes landing on Jace in the center. Ava was right beside him, glowing like she'd just won prom queen. I blinked. Wait, wasn't she supposed to be on house arrest? Grandma scoffed. Jace probably bribed and threatened the Staffords to get her out. Funny how he never lifted a finger like that for you. What a heartless mutt. Jace shot me a quick look, then turned away. Ava? Smirked like she already knew the ending. The crowd started whispering. Why does Jace look so over Demi? And why's he glued to the Stafford girl? I heard the latent heirs into Demi. Maybe we've got the wrong guy pegged as the fiancé. No way. Even if Jace has amnesia and only remembers Ava, Demi's obsessed with him. She'd literally die for that guy. He has to be Demi's husband. Leroy threw a cold look their way. They shut up real fast and shuffled off. Grandpa was glowing. He waved me up to the stage and handed me the mic. Demi, this is your engagement banquet. Something this big, you should announce it yourself. Alright. I grabbed the mic, heart pounding. Jace's stare burned into me. I smiled right at him. He flinched. I spoke loud and clear. Thanks for coming to my engagement banquet. Today, I want to formally introduce my fiancé.